5. Okay, so day 5, and I'm still trying to get the hang of it. I tried to go live again from my computer. So if the sound sucks, I'm sorry. I tried to go live from my computer and it keeps saying it's connected to my camera, but my camera is not connected. So I think it's the software that I have. I didn't like tell it and do all the rules and all that kind of stuff. So I am still learning. I'm being patient with myself during this time as I start to do my notes to self. So today again is day 5 of my 7-day challenge of going live at 10:30. And this is probably the closest that I've gotten to 10:30 since I attempted this. So we're only 6 minutes late, which is yay, good job. Good job, Rebecca. I'm proud of you. So, yesterday was Mother's Day. I did go live like for a couple seconds in the morning, very, very short. And you got to see my husband bring me breakfast in bed, which was awesome. And then what I did, which was the very first time I'd ever done it, and I really, really enjoyed it, was I created a Mother's Day tea. And so I tried to make it as detailed as I could with the limitations of what I had without going out and spending a boatload more of money. So I borrowed a lot of things, which ended up being quite a success. Everybody loved it. My kids really enjoyed it. And it was really great. I really enjoyed it. Everybody asked me, well, why are you doing that for Mother's Day? They're supposed to be doing stuff for you. And honestly, it was because I wanted to have a tea party. And I knew the only way for me to get what I wanted was to actually throw the party myself. So everybody came to me. And that's what I did. And I think it went really well. And I am now already planning another gathering. So it's kind of not nice waking up on a Monday morning and the house is already straightened up. We already kind of cleaned it up a bit before everybody left, really. So it's been really cool. So today I am just trying to get together. We've got at the museum, I have a volunteer appreciation luncheon tomorrow. And so I am collecting different items to show appreciation to put into a gift basket. So I have I have books and I'm going to get $10 gift cards to add to the basket. So I'm running it around and doing that today. And then handling all my analytics for my clients and things like that, figuring out who I need to follow up with. And yes, I am completely with no makeup on. And I did just roll out of bed and I am in my pajamas, but I'm working. So like so many of you who actually, they work from home, you wear your PJs pretty much all day, right? Well, this is lounge wear. It's a lounge dress, but so we went over the 30-day writing challenge on, I think it was day 3 that I did it. And I went over the top 7 and I have 30. So I wanted to go ahead and I'm going to give you a little bit more. I think I'll give you up to 16 today because I know I kind of messed up a little bit and didn't go on the times I was supposed to. But Rebecca, that's okay. Again, these are notes to you. This is all about you, and it's all about making sure that you can get out of your own way by worrying so much about what people think, and just to do it. Just go for it. The people that enjoy you and understand your level of authenticity will jump right in. And if they don't, then it wasn't meant to be anyway. And this is really about you and being able to journal all of your progress, and you're doing good. So um, we have, again, 30-day writing challenge that I found on my Pinterest page. And if you are first time following me, thanks for joining me. Yeah, 4 minutes in. Sorry, this is Energy with Rebecca Rizzo, and I'm live. I'm on my 5th day of my 7-day challenge of going live. And these are notes to myself. So for 7 days, I made a promise to myself, and I did skip a day, not intentionally. It was because we had a celebration of life, and it completely just slipped my mind. So, sorry, but I am also okay with the fact that I skipped a day and I'm jumping right in. And anyhow, so this is my 5th day, and this is our 5th day, and it is pretty great because I feel much more comfortable and much more at ease and flow and less critical of myself, which was the goal of doing this. So, I have more I'll add these into the comments too when I'm done. These are writing prompts so that if you are stuck and you need some type of inspiration so that you can write and you can get your flow going, these aren't metaphysical tools that I found, but these are all used in all realms. It doesn't matter. Writing is an amazing process for you to um, really go through a lot of different types of things. So I mean, it's writing is a necessary thing that none of us really give ourselves the time to do. So this is something, a note to self, Rebecca, even if you can think these thoughts in your head and you don't have enough time to like write them down, okay, fine. But and if you have little scratch pieces of paper everywhere that maybe you can just write stuff down, that's fine too. I happen to have a couple little books, like this. You know how you get the freebie books? You got the little pads of paper, or you get like the little freebie notebooks. I always use these. I actually have one that's dedicated specifically for like all my podcast ideas. So maybe you have a book that you would like to put together, and you would put all of the different writing ideas and challenges, whatever can spark your creativity, because I believe as human beings that's what we're supposed to do, is create. That is, I think, our happy place. On It just depends on what medium it is that you want to create. So writing, if writing is something you'd like to try out, so try this. So here is, out of the top 30 or the 30 writing challenges, I did the 7, and now I'm going to do number 8, is share something you struggle with. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now, right? I'm sharing the fact that I have a problem with following through and committing to myself when it comes to myself. And so that's what this is about. Um, that's number 8 out of that list. And I'll go over the other 7 too when we're done up to the 16. So again, thanks for coming, Rebecca. You're good. Oh, thanks for joining, for real. Now, number 9 is post some words of wisdom that speak to you. Now, this is really important because I actually have the Four Agreements, which is one of my favorite books that I have, the Four Agreements. I always posted, I made a big crayon melted poster that I hung in my office that says, listen to understand, not to respond. And that is something I think is really, really a great one. Those are the words of wisdom I always say, and that's good, especially if you're in sales or if you're any kind of communication or coaching, to be able to listen to understand rather than listen to respond. Because most of the people that you're interacting with don't really, they're not really asking you the questions because they care what you have to say. They're asking you the questions so that they can then figure out what they want to say in your response to it. So people, it's not something we do intentionally. It's almost like we become not present in the exchange of what's happening rather than trying to control the outcome of the experience. So you're not like engaged together, you're more trying to control it. So um, I would just say that those are words of wisdom when you can listen to understand. Number 10 is write about something for which you feel strongly. I think that's a great rule of thumb. That's an easy one. Number 11, something you always think about. What if? Okay, now this is a good one. And this is kind of a vision board thing. So, what if? What if everything you wanted came true? What if? What if? What if? And I did this actually last week. I did this to myself and I thought, okay, what if I only had today and today was my last day to live? What would I do? What would I do? And I started making different decisions for my day because I was like, well, I really don't care about that today because if this is my last day, I don't really want to waste my time doing that. And I ended up having an absolutely amazing day just fluttering around and connecting. And by the end of the day, I actually had somebody call and set up an actual meeting with me. And I think it really has to do with when you're in your flow and you're just finding you're happy and you're settling in and allowing that happy to find you instead of trying to push and control, that things just kind of fall into place. So, and again, if you're just finding me, thank you. I am on my day 5 of my 7-day challenge of going live. And so I am trying to go live for at least 10 minutes. I started a couple days ago doing the top 30 things, 30 challenge, or 30-day writing challenge. And I did the first 7. I don't even remember what day it was, and now I'm going to be doing up to the 16. And so right now I'm on number 11, which was something you always think about. What if Think about that. Really pose that question, because sometimes that's when you really kind of assess and you figure out, and then you start to allow and release that resistance because you start to flow and go into it. So, what if? What if? Write about 5 blessings in your life. Now, this is super important. This is kind of goes back to the number one, which was list 10 things that make you really happy. So I would maybe try to make them a little different. Don't have them be the same ones, but write about 5 blessings in your life. Okay. Try to really expand. Don't just go towards the easy answer or something you already said and just paraphrase it in different words. It's not about that. It's about you, and it's about being able to really resurface and reconnect to some of these things so that they can engage your inner child. They can engage that dialogue. Okay. The next is write, or what are you excited about? What are things that you're excited about? Now, and that again, I mean, YouTube channel, there's a little bit different between having a YouTube channel versus writing things down. Writing things down is a different type of experience. It's a couple tactile levels that an interaction that is virtual does not necessarily give you. And our bodies need that energetic exchange, that actual tactile experience. That's why we have all of our fingers, and why we have feeling and all of that stuff is because that's actually what we're supposed to do. Remember that. Okay, so what are you excited about? The next is post your favorite movies that you never get tired of watching. Oh, I'm going to tell you my favorite movie. My favorite movie, the one that I never, ever, 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 ever get tired of watching, is The Goonies. Yes, The Goonies. Put it on in surround sound with kind of the lights almost completely dull, but I don't ever go, I mean, out. I don't ever make them totally dark because, that kind of messes with my balance, I guess. I don't know, the depth. Um, but yeah, The Goonies is always an amazing one. Now, number 15 is bullet point your whole day. Bullet point my whole day. A bullet point my whole day, I pretty much do every day anyway. That would be something interesting to write about. Every day that I do is a completely different day. So it's never the same day. So that it would be interesting. I don't really have bullet points. The only ones is maybe get up, take the kids to school, and that doesn't even happen every day. I didn't do that today. I decided to ask for an additional Mother's Day morning because yesterday I did spend so much time preparing for all of the other mothers that I asked if my kids can get themselves to school today. Sorry for the shaking. Get my kids get themselves to school today, and they said yes, and so yay! I got to stay again in my pajamas, which is the reason why I'm here instead of out and about. So I hope my reception is good. We're almost 13 minutes in. Yay, Rebecca, you've done good. This is day 5 of your 7-day challenge. You are going live, and you're going authentically live without worrying about anything. So that's a good thing. Okay. Now, the very last thing that we're going to go over today is something that you miss. Something that you miss. Um, I probably wouldn't come at it from that point on the something that you miss, because I would maybe focus on the things that made you happy before. I don't know. The miss, I don't ever like to feel like I'm missing out necessarily. It's more like a transition. So the things that I enjoyed that I no longer get to experience now would be um, roller skating. I loved roller skating. I loved roller skating. And I could still roller skate now, but I have broke my tailbone, and I'm scared that if I fall that it would hurt. I broke my in between my ribs area and my tailbone, and I don't feel like my balance is safe enough for me to do roller skating. I miss that. I am going to try to do some more bike riding. I had to repair my foot. I broke my toe. I keep I keep breaking pieces of my body. It's the whole foundation, my balance, my root chakra has been challenged a lot, and I'm kind of in the state of flux, and so I don't have any solid foundation, and so I keep. This is me thinking this. This is my whole hypothesis, is because I don't have a strong foundation right now, and I am still kind of evolving. It's kind of like when you're younger and you start to grow, and your body starts to change, and then you don't really have that same sense of where you fit in the world. I'm kind of doing that. Like that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. I'm again going through all the hormonal changes and menopause and all that crazy weird stuff nobody ever talks about. Hey, here I am. Let's talk about it. You're going through it? Let's talk about it. It sucks. It's hard. And it's something that I think that if the rest of the population understood the true. I don't know. Am I even live? I don't even think you can see me anymore. So I'm gonna go. Bye.